Now here's the next idea, Jesse. Here's the transition of our YouTube empire.
Okay.
We move into the musical scene.
Oh, okay. Everybody's complaining about these vegetables.
They're overpriced. This woman's running a bad market.
What's she selling? She's got some like daikon. She's got.
But just the one. It's got one. Some leeks.
Well, you know where the other ones are, right?
No.
You know, like all these lonely Japanese housewives. They come by the market and grab those daikons as quick as you can.
Now, earlier today, Jesse, I saw on Reddit. I don't remember what subreddit. There's that man with the basket. There was. It was a video of like all these old women working in this dildo factory.
What the fuck?
And the thing that amazed me about it is they're going down the assembly line, and it's like they're assembling something that's like just a normal thing. To where it's like there's so many. Are you watching it?
Wait, you posted this?
No, I didn't. I thought maybe you saw it on your own.
Oh no.
It is so. There's so many fucking dildos, and some of them are so huge. But if they're doing this constantly all day, I didn't know there were that many getting sold.
Well, exactly. That's why I was laughing, because I was imagining like the need for a dildo factory.
And it's like I'm all for, if someone wants a dildo, get a dildo. If you want a fucking, huge like forearm size dildo, get one. But I didn't know that was such a market that they've got a conveyor belt of like thousands of them going down every hour.
Dude, they're in hot demand. Like, there was like a point in the economy where they were like, we need. It was like in Germany how they had to make the Reinheitsgebot, which was to like stop people from using grains other than barley to make beer, because they were making too much beer, but they weren't making enough bread. So what happened here is that there was these daikons. You couldn't get a daikon on your plate if you wanted one. If you wanted to pay good solid coin for a daikon, you couldn't get a daikon. And so they needed to make these factories to start pumping out,
But how many? How could there be this many to be sold? Who are buying all of them? We've got more dildos than we've got people.
Well, were they all the same one?
There were a lot of different ones, but my point is, even the smaller ones, I was more like, maybe, but even that's a stretch. But the bigger size, it's like, that can't be something that people are buying that many of. But apparently they are.
Wow, it's a slippery slope. You buy like one massive one, and then you're like, maybe I can fit two massive ones.
That's a horrifying thought. But I need to see like their sales. Like, how are all these dildos getting sold? Or are they just like making them and just building like a dildo iron throne? Like, what? I don't know.
Dildo iron throne. It's got to be like a money laundering thing. Like, oh, I own a dildo factory. Like, it operates like once a month.
Hey, Ryder kind of is like with us, but we never actually got to like have. They just kind of disappeared from our lives.
How do we get her?
That's what I want to know. They're our friend, but they're not like fighting with us. You gonna fight ghosts? Yeah.
Oh shit, those are spooky ghosts.
That's what I tried to get on you, except more ring-like.
You just grab those ones by their spinal columns.
Would you fight this ghost?
Ah, man, not in like IRL. Fuck no, that thing's terrifying.
Now, Jesse,
we do need to figure out how to use our riders.
I don't think we can yet. We started talking about this the last time we played this, but I finished watching Has Been Hotel.
Oh, nice. Okay. Hot takes. Any hot take?
I don't have any hot takes. I feel like all the complaints I have are quite justified in common in that the show suffered greatly by the episode count that it had.
You mean you wish there was more or less?
Because there should have been more. Because they were so limited, there were some
I
characters. Some characters and some character relationships were just kind of not given fair treatment.
Exactly, yeah.
And I don't think it's because they're bad. It's just that they just had to pick and choose what they would put in the show.
Well, yeah, not only that, but it like started off with a very clear goal, and by the end, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how did this happen? Like, I thought we were just trying to, like, petition, like, heaven to, like, start letting sinners in, and then it turned into, like, a fucking war, and I was like, that's wild. Like, that was out of left field for me.
The other big problem, as far as that goes, is the primary, like, resolution of sinners getting redeemed into heaven. That happened off-screen. Spoiler alert, anyone who hasn't seen it, but we're in heaven, and they're like, nah, this can't ever happen. But then at the end, it's like, oh, but it did happen, actually. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I think that's the thing. If that's like kind of like part of the cliffhanger stinger, you know what I mean?
But it just had to be so rushed. That whole bit.
You know for a fact that Adam's coming back in hell, and he's gonna be an asshole. Like that's gotta happen now, right?
Yeah.
Like if it can't, it has to go both ways.
So it was good, but that was the problem with the story. Any problem that I might have are all. There's no point in pointing them all out because they're all from that one thing. Like it's not their fault. It's Amazon limiting them for some reason. They're willing to spend fucking $1 trillion to make shit Lord of the Rings, but God forbid
new season.
They won't spend anything on this.
I think they learned their lesson though, because like. I think there was probably like one guy in the Amazon like executive office that was like, yo, people be horny. Give them stuff that they can be horny at, like Baldur's Gate or whatever, and they'll fucking lose their minds. They won't stop talking about this for like the next year and a half. Like, so just give the people some stuff that they can be horny about. Attach like a decent story, some singing.
It's that show. It didn't ever get me horny, but Charlie's probably the closest that they've ever gotten me. If like the furries.
Oh, she's not. You think she's like a furry? She's like a little like ghost girl.
I mean, she's got like the little animal like button nose.
Yeah, she does have. Like I did think about it's like that mouse from.
So. That's why I'm not saying it's like 100% furry, but that's why it's like the closest they've got me. They almost got me on it.
We talked about this not on recording, but I have been watching the pre-show with the Hell of a Boss with Luna, the sexy goth werewolf, or no, she's just a wolf. Hellhound, I think that's what her official title is. And I also was not into the furry community very much, but I am big into Luna. So, you know.
Again, if there were more episodes, they might have got
slippery slope.
But the show ended too soon. I was safe.
Well, so I told you to like pick who like my like waifu would be from that show originally, and like you said Vaggie.
Based off
she's
of
kind of
looks.
Like the edgy
but again,
one.
She's the worst character in the show because she got no development.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Like, I was not that interested in her as the show went on. I was kind of like, oh.
Anyone who watches that and their answer isn't Charlie is insane.
I could see. Well, I can see it from like different perspectives. Like, if you're into like obviously the Asterion, you know, tortured twink boy, like that's a lot.
Well,
of
yes, but I can't. I can't get in the headspace of that. I'm not considering that. Yeah, if that's what you're into, then definitely him for sure.
Are you talking about just being a straight male? Like,
but I am a straight man, and you are a straight man.
Dude,
I thought that's what we were having this conversation for.
Oh, I want Lute to step on me.
But Lute's not even a real character.
I think they're building her up to be a real character.
Maybe, but there's not enough there. Charlie's like the only. I don't what other option someone can have.
That sassy British girl. Oh, she only gets like a minute of screen time, but I was into that as well.
The sassy British girl?
The one who the one of the V's, the British one.
Oh, that one. Yeah, okay.
She has
Velvet.
like the best song in the fucking show.
That's the other thing we were gonna have to talk about.
The songs.
Legitimately, I feel like we're both people who know a bit about musicals, and this is where we've lost anyone who's still here. You pointed out before I watched it that it's got a lot of Wicked energy, and you are correct.
That one song.
I would argue that quite a few of the songs are thematically very similar to Wicked because it's trying to capture a similar kind of theme and period in time a lot. So then it goes on, Jesse. What? Not necessarily your favorite, but it could be your favorite. What is the best song, weighing, composition, performance, and maybe even impact, if you want to?
100%.
Because there are some.
Know.
I was gonna say because there are some things that you could say that I would judge people very hard if that's what they picked.
You didn't know is, I think, objectively the best song.
I would have said that there are two.
Energy.
I feel like there are two songs that I could agree to, and one of them was "You Didn't Know," yes. But also,
what's the other one?
More Than Anything.
Oh yeah, that one's a banger too. That one gets stuck in my head so bad though, it fucking hurts. Like I'll just wake up with that song in my head.
If it was not one of those two, I would probably judge a person's taste in musicals.
Now, Dan, you're not gonna like this, but I fucking love Adam, and I love Adam's song. I think that one's a banger. Like Hell Is Forever, that one's a banger.
It's good, but it's very different. It's entertaining. I've got no problems with it.
They're mostly all good. I think there was only like one or two that I did not like very much, or like that just like didn't like. I was kind of like about. Like I thought the one. Where Lucifer and Alistair were going back and forth was kind of
I mean, that was kind of fine. I'm not a fan of the Latin guitar, which is in a lot of the ones for what's her name, Carmilla Carmine.
Oh, she has that like power ballad though. That intense power ballad, like. But the I'm that hashtag bitch, like, oh, that one's good too. That one's a banger.
It's all right, yeah. But again, her side of the song, Velvet's side of the song, I think is a lot better.
Oh yeah,
than the Carmilla side. I think
because it opens with that Spanish guitar.
I think she is a good singer, which is fine, but I'm just not a fan of that style. I think
she's just Latin demon mommy, That's just like,
and that's fine. But I'm not big into Latin music.
I see. Well, Dan's shown his true colors.
I mean, we all have music we like and music we don't like.
I did like that though. That all this, like a lot of the songs felt very like they did have the same kind of energy. A lot of, but they were very like. The first one was like very Disney princess, right? And then like you get like a fucking like British like rap, and then you get like. I don't know.
I don't know. I would argue
ballads.
that all of the songs that Charlie is either the main or the duet partner in are very similar.
Or musical. Yeah. They're kind of the musical-y ones.
They're all very like 1940s musical vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Which they play into a lot with her, which is fine. And I think that's when it's at its best.
I didn't know, like I told you it was a musical, but when I went into it, I thought it was just gonna be like fucking Adult Swim, like cartoon. And as soon as she started doing like a fucking like a musical song, I was like, oh, I'm so into this now. Like, they got me on board. 100%.
Yeah, that was pretty great. Now, Jesse, who's the best singer out of all the cast?
I think obviously Charlie. I don't think.
No, that's like not who I would have picked.
Okay, let me think. The best singer.
I would have said Charlie is second, at least because she got the most screen time.
Would you say Lucifer then?
Yes, I would have said Lucifer. You don't you? I feel like he was the best.
I don't know. Maybe. He's fine. He does a good job.
I'm just looking for things. We've been agreeing too much, so I'm kind of hunting for like contention. You know what I mean?
Well, they gave the one angel girl from the You Didn't Know song. She has such a minor role, but she's very, you can tell she's good at singing.
Yeah, she didn't have enough though.
Like, I'm glad you know what I meant by like Wicked, because it has like that back and forth kind of energy with like a lot of like interruptions and like different parts to it, like, and it changes like on the fly. Like, I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely very Wicked-like. I'm sure there's a better word for that.
Speaking of though, Dan, did you see?
See what?
They're making Wicked a live-action movie.
I've got mixed feelings.
It was Super Bowl commercials, I think. The announcement.
I didn't see it. Who's playing Alphaba? Does it?
I don't know. I didn't recognize either of them.
That you gotta worry about this. Is this gonna be like Les Mis or like Into the Woods? Because of course, Les Mis is great. Into the Woods was horrible.
Here, I'm looking up now. Wicked.
Yes, I want to be your retainer. I'm 100% for this. This is the best news I've gotten all day, Gil.
待ってくれ。俺たちに江戸にあふれる宝を集め、我が蔵を満たす重大な責務である。何？貴様らはいつも通り過ごせばよい。
Yeah, okay.
Trying to think what you would know this woman from, because I would recognize her just based off stuff that she's in.
No, Saber, shut your mouth. Yeah. Yori's got a good head on his shoulders.
Dude, Yori's just a yes man, though.
But like, this is the one person where you should say yes to. Like, Saber goes on and on about how Iori's an idiot because Iori doesn't understand, like, whenever the danger is there, they're too strong. Yet here is Saber mouthing off to Gil. Like, this, you just were in the ultimate danger.
Yo, she's forgetting who's in charge here.
浅草に今日構えるはぐれ味方につけられるならそれに越したことはない。万が一敵対するにせよ互いの間合いは保っておきたいところだ。
Now here's the next idea, Jesse. Here's the transition of our YouTube empire.
Okay.
We move into the musical scene.
Oh, okay.
This is what we do. We can't write. We can only perform, unfortunately. So we take a musical and we just have to divide the parts right down the middle. And then it's just the two of us. We perform the whole thing. Now the problem is
like a pre-existing musical.
Yeah, now the problem is you can't play any instruments. So I would have to do all of the music. Which seems a bit unfair, so I feel like this split can't be 50-50 for our profits, but...
I mean... I feel like we already have the dynamic of, like, the Javert, like, Jean Valjean. I think we have that down, like, pretty well.
I think if you give me any musical, I could split us perfectly.
Any musical?
If I know the parts well enough.
Oklahoma, Dad.
I don't even know the characters from Oklahoma.
Dude, it's on
I've never
Amazon.
Even seen Oklahoma.
Hugh Jackman, dude. Hugh Jackman was in. This was a musical that came out. The movie with Hugh Jackman came out in like 1994 or some shit, and Hugh Jackman is already like, you know, doing his thing. Like he's the main dude. It was not good though. It was the most uninteresting shit I've ever watched.
I mean, if Hugh Jackman played the part, that would definitely be you.
Oh really? Like he's very charismatic though. Like he's a happy Dan. There's like the big dirty man.
But
like,
Jesse, you would probably, but you'll play both because there's only the two of us.
Oh, so you get all the girl parts.
Not see that's, but see, I hate this typecast. I couldn't always play all the girl parts, Jesse, because I can't. If there's two girls that sing together, you'd have to be one of them.
Oh, okay.
But
Gotcha.
I would, most of the time, I would probably be the main girl, and you would have to be the main guy.
Okay.
Your voice just can't go high enough.
Well, of course. I mean, I can't even.
What are you, a baritone?
I mean, I was a. What is bass one the higher one?
No, bass is low. It goes bass, baritone, tenor for male voices.
Well, we didn't have baritones in our chorus one. Like, we didn't have that distinction. So I was the higher bass, whatever is the.
So that'd be
bass.
baritone, probably. That's what.
Okay, I'll be a baritone.
I imagine. I'm a tenor.
This is our musical like episode.
We're gonna have a musical empire going forward.
Every musical will just split right down.
Everyone. We start with what's that show called? Heisman Hotel. It's got a lot of songs though.
Ooh, I definitely want Adam. And I want all of Adam's songs.
Well, of course you've had Adam, because I'd have Charlie. Yeah.
Okay.
You'd have
fine.
Adam.
Yeah, but what about when Charlie sings with Lucifer?
Well, you would be Lucifer.
I can't do that. He's the best one, Dan.
You would have to be Lucifer, though, because I can't sing with myself.
Would you rather be Alistair or Lucifer?
But my point is, I would have to be Alistair, because you have to be Lucifer.
See here, who can do a better 1920s radio broadcast voice?
Well, the problem is, Jesse, I would just use a radio filter on my microphone.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
just trying to get character.
I would edit it, but you can't be Alistair, Jesse.
I have to be Lucifer.
You have to be Lucifer.
Oh, all right, that's fine. Oh, she's wearing her little mask. She looks so sad. Why you look so sad?
Because Saber just wants to go out and kill people.
Needs some cheering up. So Dan, I have looked at the cast of Wicked. Just an update on this. So Alphaba is Cynthia Erivo.
That would be you, by the way. You're gonna play Alphaba.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Alphaba's a banger. Now you're not gonna like this, I don't think. But Galinda is Ariana Grande.
I don't like that at all. What?
But I think you are gonna like this. Guess who the wizard is? Like, just like pick like somebody that you think could like be the wizard.
Who could be the wizard? They've got to sing.
They gotta sing, and they have to be like charismatic but kind of goofy.
Are they in musicals? Is it? Who could it possibly be?
He is a Pittsburgh native.
That doesn't help me at all.
Jeff Goldblum.
What?
I like that. I like Jeff Goldblum. He's. I think that's perfect. That's a very Jeff Goldblum kind of role. I don't know if he can sing or not.
Isn't he a bit old?
Probably.
The wizard in Wicked isn't like a super old man.
Yeah. Jeff Goldblum's pretty old. He was born in 1952. So yeah, he's pretty fucking old.
I think he's too old to play the wizard.
He still looks pretty good though. Have you seen him like in the travel?
I mean, yeah, he does look he does look good. He does look good. So I don't have a problem with Jeff Goldblum himself. And my problem is like either the age is just a bit much. Saber, I know there's always enemies. Oh, now the ninjas are back finally.
Between Bach and Fierro, like which one am I? Like, who gets to be the sexy guy and who gets to be the little bitchy guy?
I think for minor characters, you have to map it out to see like who sings with who. You have to start from the top and kind of, you know what I mean, narrow it down.
I just want, can I be the flying monkey?
Yeah. But we just have to think about these things. You gotta give me your list. You gotta have one couple that is like, I will not budge. Like, I have to be these ones.
In Wicked specifically?
No, in any of them. We're not on Wicked yet.
Oh, okay.
I think there's a good market for us here.
Like, I'm just sticking with like the basic musicals.
Uh-huh.
Like, Phantom of the Opera. Like, who's the Phantom and who's Christine?
Why do you ask that? Why do you ask the questions you know the answer to?
Okay, but then who's Raul? Is it Raul? Raul?
That's true.
Who's the? Because like he sings with Christine, but
Again, you just have to go through and map these things out. It's been so long since I've seen Phantom of the Opera.
I mean, you only have those are like the three. Like those are the three leads. Like I don't think anyone gets as much singing time, obviously, as those three. So like I would get to be the one that's like the girl ballerina that's not as important, while you get to be Christine.
Yes. Because we would probably try to limit your. I just remembered I can fucking become Saber.
Yeah, we haven't done the Surf's Up move in a while. This is a wild conversation we're having.
The more I talk about it, the better idea it becomes.
We're not doing.
You can't stop me now,
have,
Jesse.
I don't have the ability to do it, Dan. I'm not a good singer. I have sung, but I'm not good.
You don't have to be a good singer in a musical, Jesse.
Oh, okay.
You think I'm a good singer? I'm a terrible
You just
singer.
need the spirit to get it done.
Imagine me, Jesse, because I didn't say this, but in my head I'm also in bad cosplay. Imagine me in bad musical cosplay at my piano, playing the song and singing this, and then you come in. Oh,
You're
man,
a part of who I am.
That's hilarious.
I do want to point out, though, before we go any further past this wicked topic, I was at like a Super Bowl party with like maybe 7 people when the trailer came on,
Mr.
and immediately
Popular.
I knew what it was. Well, okay, I'm just saying it wasn't that many people, but like it was enough people that like, so there were more people in the room, and I knew immediately what it was. Obviously, I've seen Wicked many times, and then the guy next to me goes, "Oh, are they like making a live action Shrek?" And I was like,
What the fuck?
yeah. And so like I looked like that a fucking like I don't know like a fucking musical nerd because I was like, oh, this is like obviously Wicked. He was like, oh, it looks like they're making a live action Shrek.
But Jesse, whenever we put that green face paint on you, it might look like live action Shrek. So you're really gonna have to sell Defying Gravity.
Oh, we could do Shrek the musical too. It already has a musical.
Fuck,
we don't need
Jesse.
to stretch too far.
The possibilities are endless.
They're endless.
Practice your voice, Jesse.
No.
You get once I'm good enough at bass, we're gonna revisit this idea.
All right, here's a good one, Dan. Who between both of us? Who is Aaron Burr and who is Alexander Hamilton?
That's a good question. Let's stop and think about this for a minute.
Because one of us would have to be his wife, not Angelica. What's her name?
Eliza.
What's his wife's name? Yeah, Eliza. One of us would have to be Eliza as well. And it can't be the same one that plays Alexander Hamilton.
I mean, sometimes it would be unavoidable, and you'd have to sing and do it with yourself. But we don't want to limit that as much as possible.
All right. I think I'm definitely Angelica and you're Eliza, though.
Probably. I would agree with you. So then you would be Hamilton, and I would be Washington and Burr.
Oh, Washington, though. That's the good part.
Well, again, you could be Washington, but then I'd have to be Hamilton.
I would rather be Aaron Burr and Washington, and you could be Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson. let's kind of deal.
Well, if I'm Thomas Jefferson, then I'd also be Lafayette.
Oh, damn. Lafayette has some good parts, too.
A lot of people have good parts. Now, see,
Yeah,
Jesse,
but
you're
I'm
knocking on
comparing
my
him to
idea, but now you're coming around.
I don't care for Hercules Mulligan. Like I don't really like any Hercules Mulligan.
I think, but out of the two of us, you'd have to play Hercules Mulligan.
Just because he's a heavy set man.
No, because he has the lowest singing parts in it. He's got the lowest voice. And you want to be Lafayette?
I don't know. I don't want to be. I can't handle that.
You can't rap. You don't want to be Hercules Mulligan. His rap is easy. Just you wait, Jesse, for the overflow of comments on this video.
I want to be in the room where it happens. Yeah, everybody, put your favorite musical.
No. Don't put your favorite musical in there. Just let Jesse know how good of an idea this is.
Oh, okay.
Ryder, it's about fucking time.
What was that? That was wild. What if you just heard that voice calling your name from outside your house?
That would be horrifying.
Can you please just join us in the field?
Yeah. We've got to go kill this fiend, and then maybe she'll join us.
No, Saber doesn't want to help her, though.
I don't know what Saber's problem is. You jealous, little boy? We need the crew.
Oh, you're still on that?
Dude, Saber's a dude. I'm sure of it now. I just feel it, Jesse. I feel it inside me. At best, I'll say their gender is unconfirmed in anything, but I don't believe it's a girl.
I haven't been keeping my eyes out, but they have to have used pronouns at some point. Like I'm going to pay attention.
But you can't trust that though, because Japanese doesn't use gendered pronouns. So it would just be the localization, which isn't official. And other people might say that about them, but they've not said it about themselves.
Dan, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I paid attention to anything that happened this entire episode. I'm too busy looking at musical things.
I have paid attention to everything that has been said, but the most interesting thing has been about our musical career, and that's where we end this episode.
All right, can we get a musical-based servant, please?
I can promise you nothing, and I will say nothing. But I have the servant already picked out, so don't worry, you didn't influence me.
Okay.
I got the pictures ready.
This is a hard one, right?
This is more difficult. And remember, Jesse, for the more difficult ones, you didn't need the hint last time, but you are allowed a hint in the difficult ones if your initial guess is wrong.
Would you consider the satellite one difficult?
Yes, that was a difficult one for sure.
Okay.
But it's just crazy the fact that you almost got it though. You just didn't believe in yourself.
Yeah, because I thought that was fucking stupid. Oh my god, who is this? Holy shit. This guy looks so cool. Who could this be? This is like, I'm always super influenced by the background. It's very like Lies of Locke Lamora, like that kind of like very like Renaissance, like Italy, like kind of vibes.
Uh-huh. Now, is it an American forest?
This definitely doesn't look like an American forest. I'd say assassin for sure.
It is an Avenger.
Oh, an Avenger.
But
Avenger's pretty serious.
Yeah, I'm not giving this as a hint, so don't worry. You gotta, sometimes in Fate, you just don't think about that too much.
The class is not.
I'm not saying if this is one of those or not, but don't get too hung up on that, because you never know with Fate.
Is the crucifix on his side, is that the same as his stiletto, or is that a different thing?
Like, do you see what I mean? Is that like
oh, okay. Like, is that like is it a crucifix? Am I allowed that? Can that be my hint?
No, your hint will be bigger than that.
Oh, okay.
I already know what your hint will be.
You're gonna give me my own hint, okay?
Yeah. Well, I have to give it to you. I'm the one giving the hint. What? Did you think
but,
you
like,
were gonna think of it?
No, but I'm saying, oh, I see. Like, it's not a question. You're just gonna give me the hint.
Yes. If you get it wrong, I will then give you the hint.
Oh, I see. You want me to guess first?
Well, yeah, you have to guess first. Because what if you got it right? That's so hype, like you did with Moriarty a couple episodes ago.
Is it Van Helsing?
It is not Van Helsing. I feel like Van Helsing would be way more cool than that.
Really? This guy's pretty fucking cool.
But
He's
like
got a
cool.
crucifix,
I
too.
imagine Van Helsing like with his shirt kind of open and like a big, like kind of a hairy chest. Like he's a tough man, Van Helsing.
Oh, okay.
I'm not imagining like OG Van Helsing. I'm like new age Van Helsing.
Okay.
It's like Hugh Jackman playing Van Helsing.
He's got a cross.
Who played Hugh Jackman? Who played Van Helsing in that movie?
It was Hugh Jackman.
Was it really?
Yes.
Oh shit!
Are you joking, Dan?
No, I didn't. I knew it looked like him, but I didn't know it was actually him.
No, it was Hugh Jackman. He was sexy. He had that
perfect.
like crossbow
Yeah,
that
that's
had a fucking like repeating cross.
That's exactly what I would want him to be. No, this isn't that.
Give me my hint.
Your hint, Jesse. This person was arguably the main character, but at least the narrator of a movie that was named after someone else.
The main character of a movie named after somebody else.
Yes.
Oh, is this fucking what's his face? I don't know his name though, IRL.
Oh, you don't know his name? You're gonna need to give me a name here, Jesse.
Hold on.
Now, are you looking something up? I don't know that that's
I'm looking
allowed.
up the name of the movie.
I don't know that's allowed. I don't know what you're looking up.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just say what I'm thinking then, because I don't know his actual name. Is it the main lead from Amadeus, the conductor that's a rival to Mozart?
Yes, it is Antonio Salieri.
Oh, Salieri. There you go. Really? Wow, dude, he looks really cool. And they made him look way cooler. And the class is crazy. Man, they really hyped that guy up.
Well, because he's Avenger, because he just, in this version of him, he just wants to kill Mozart.
Oh, wow. Okay, I see. That's pretty cool.
You were pretty...
I thought Avenger fit into Van Helsing, though, as well.
You were pretty good with your initial kind of... It's not Italy, but you're in the right kind of mindset. Salieri is Italian himself.
Yeah. What was this place in Czech, Prague, or where is this?
Well, I mean, where is what?
Well, yeah, like where does Amadeus take place? Is it in Prague or is it in?
It's in Vienna, baby.
Vienna. That's it. It's just like it's right next to it, though, right?
Yeah, good pick. You had to get the hint this time, but I'll still count that as a win. You knew it. You knew pretty. Maybe the hint was too big, though. I'm not sure how many.
The hint
people
was
that
pretty
applies
good.
To.
The hint was pretty solid, but I'm a big fan of Amadeus. So, like,
and I gave you a musical sermon.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's perfect. Wow, this has been a weird episode.
Best one yet, baby.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.